All right, let's shift to the Cavaliers now and bring in our Cavaliers beat reporter Chris Haynes joining us via phone. Chris, how are you?
Doing fine, guys.
All right, Chris, the preseason now is officially underway. Look, nobody's looking at wins and losses. Really, the big story is health. But what can we learn about this basketball team as this preseason progresses?
Well, I think, especially early on right now, they're trying to really buy into Coach Blatt's movement offense. And that was something that, they kind of did it early in the season last year. And I think LeBron kind of hijacked the offense after he felt like it wasn't conducive to winning. But I think they're buying in more right now. And it's the first preseason game, but if you look at the offense, man, that ball was zipping. They were spaced out with James Jones at the power forward spot. The Hawks had to cover so much ground, it was just impossible. And you had J.R. Smith playing like he was really the best player of the night, if you ask me. Just how he was moving without the basketball. Then when he got the ball, he was able to put the ball on the floor and create for himself and others. He wasn't just being selfish with launching those threes. He was playing team basketball. And it looked really good. It really looked good on the entire team. Now, the first unit did that. The second unit, that's a discussion for another day. But they definitely look good in doing what Coach Blatt is wanting to do, which is move that basketball around and find the open man.
Chris, continuity is a word that was used a lot last year for the Cavs, especially in the second half of the season. They thought coming into this year with all of their guys back and going through all the things that they went through last year that they were going to have that continuity. They were going to have that camaraderie. Obviously, no Kyrie, no Iman Shumpert. Kevin Love didn't play. He's not going to play tonight against Philadelphia. How is David Blatt going to get that continuity here in the preseason? Or is that something where the Cavs are just going to have to say, that's why we're going to have the regular season?
Well, I think we're seeing it a little bit. And the good thing about easing on, a couple of the newcomers into the role of, trying to be rotation guys is that Mo Williams, Richard Jefferson, these guys are veterans. They know, they understand how to play, high-level basketball and what it takes to win and succeed at this level. So incorporating them hasn't been a problem. You've seen that. Mo Williams, he struggled with the shot a little bit. He wasn't aggressive, and he knows when to pick his spot. But continuity right now is that second unit. That's where the continuity issue is going to take place. If he's really trying to play a platoon system going into the regular season, I don't think that's going to be the case. But I think right now he is trying to find some rhythm and get some guys in sync, because you're not going to have Kyrie, Iman Shumpert when the season starts. So he wants to build up the confidence of some of those guys. Joe Harris, he's going to have to work himself into play. And Anderson Varejao is going to, work himself in the shade. Sasha Khan, I'm not sure he's a rotation guy this year. And last night he definitely did some good things. You could tell he hustled, he plays his butt off, but he has problems finishing around the rim.
Yeah. And
that was against a Hawks team that doesn't really have, doesn't really have a rim protector. So there's some things that need to get going on, but that's what the preseason is for, and that's what Coach Blatt is looking for, is try to see what group he can instill in there to play extended minutes and really build some continuity.
Chris, this team did so much in the offseason, added so many different guys. There were times when I kind of forgot, hey, Richard Jefferson is on this roster. And, of course, last night he had that thunderous dunk. Ultimately, with a healthy Cavaliers team, when they have their full roster, if they do at some point during this season, what is Jefferson's role?
I think he's a legitimate backup to LeBron James. And I think, I wrote this morning, wrote a column about how he has a golden opportunity to go down in history as the best backup to LeBron James. And, that's not to degrade or put Richard Jefferson down at all. He has had a tremendous career, borderline all-star in this league. But LeBron James has never really had that backup guy. And Richard Jefferson, he struggled, I believe it was 2 for 9 from the field last night.
Yep.
But you've seen the signs. You've seen he was able to get his own shot. He was able to go in the post and create for himself. So he's going to get better. And he's a career 38% three-point shooter. So this shot is going to be there. So if they can get LeBron James' numbers down, if LeBron James will be willing to allow David Blatt and the coaching staff to bring his minutes down, that's only going to bode well for the Cavaliers, you know, at the latter part of the season as they enter the postseason, because you'd rather have a fresh LeBron James entering postseason play than a sluggish one. And a fresh LeBron James, if it is a fresh LeBron James, it will be due to the fact that Richard Jefferson can go in there and play some high-level minutes.
Chris, I posted a story about 30 minutes ago. ESPN's Jalen Rose, he was on Mike and Mike in the morning earlier today, and he was asked about whether the Cavs are the favorite in the NBA. And he said, no, they're probably the 5th or 6th best team in the league. You agree with that?
Man, that's pretty low.
Yeah, I thought so too.
He's basically putting 5 teams in the Western Conference above the Cavs.
Right.
So who will be that 5? Let's go. Golden State, probably.
San Antonio.
San Antonio, Clippers.
That's
said 4.
He also said the Thunder.
Yeah, I'm not going that far. So that will be his 15 then. Yeah, that's I will the lowest I will peg the Cavaliers will probably be number 3. Golden State and San Antonio. I like the moves that Los Angeles made, but we still got to see it play out in the court. The addition of Ty Lawson in Houston, they're definitely going to pay some dividends, but hey, those are Lawson and James Harden are 2 ball-dominant players. Can they play together? Can they coexist? Don't know. OKC, yeah, hey man, that Westbrook and Durant have battled health issues throughout their career.
Yeah.
I can't put the Cavs all over than 3. So 5 or 6, that's just the end. No, I think Rose got it wrong on that one. But this is a opinion.
I'm not letting you go without getting a Tristian Thompson question in, Chris.
Oh man, I thought it was good.
A lot of fans have taken the side of the Cavs, and I get it. Look, I've taken the side of the Cavs as well. I've said Tristan's not worth $80 million. He's a bench guy. He's limited offensively. He can't make a shot outside 3 feet. So I understand where fans are coming from because I have the same kind of stance. But I'm curious, Chris, how much do you think in this negotiation, in this back and forth, should be laid at the feet of the Cavs?
Probably the majority of it. Look, the Cavaliers, it's up to them. To get a deal done. It's more urgency on their part, and the reason I say that is because, it should be more urgency on their part because they need to get their guys in camp. They need everybody in. This season has the potential to be a special year. I don't think the Cavs can win it without Trish. And people may call me stupid. I don't think so. I think you need somebody out there doing the dirty work, doing all the hustling and grinding, and that's Trish.
Yep.
Now, the thing with Tristan, his camp, Rich Paul, Mark Termini, those guys are willing to wait. They feel no rush. And so, yes, people are saying that the Cavaliers are already overpaying them with the offer that they got out there. That may be true, but it's like, who's in a worse situation right now? Is it the Cavs or Trish? Trish willing to wait this thing out. Eventually, the deal is going to get done, guys.
Yeah.
It's going to get done. And so, you have to look at it, are they willing to, is $10 million more really that important to where we can lose a key cog into getting us to that championship run? And I think that's what it's going to boil down to. The longer and longer this thing drags on, you may call me stupid, but I think it plays in the favor of Tristian and his camp. So I think the deal needs to get done. I think they need to get this thing wrapped up. Like I said, at this point, it's not about who comes out on top on each side, whatever. It's about making sure everybody is in town and not in Miami, trying to get this championship, because this will probably be the best year that the Cavaliers will have of trying to solidify that goal. LeBron will be 31 this year. You don't know how many of these seasons he has left.
All right, thanks a lot, Chris.
Take care, guys.